Welcome to the Rogan Talk Show, everybody. I'm your host, Kenneth Glenn, and today we have some awful news. And this really sucks because I was actually really excited to see Trump do what he was going to do. So, if you're paying attention over the weekend, on the 19th, Trump signed a proclamation that would go into effect on September 21st. And this proclamation stated that companies who wanted to hire people via H1-B visas, basically hire people from overseas to come over here for special labor. So typically things that you need college degrees for, people that are really smart, computer stuff, typically maybe healthcare, things like that. We learned on the 19th, or we were told on the 19th, and Howard Lutnick even said this, and there was actually a White House press release that said this, that Donald Trump proclamation was going to be an annual $100,000 charge for any H-1B visa. So if you wanted to hire someone via H-1B, the company would have to hire somebody for $100,000. It costs $100,000 just to get them over here and get the H-1B visa. And I was like, hey, that's awesome. Finally, so companies are now going to get a punishment if they want to hire people overseas instead of hiring Americans. Now, I'm going to be clear, H-1B visas shouldn't be a thing at all. I'm completely against them. Trump started supporting them last year for some reason. And it's not great, but let's be honest, Trump's completely changed on most of his stances anyways. Well, anyway, this was exciting for us because on the 19th, we were told it was going to be an annual charge. So if companies wanted to hire somebody annually, it would be $100,000 every year they want to keep the person. And they can keep them up to 6 years. So by the time a company would be done with an H-1B visa, they would pay more than they'd be paying more than $500,000. That's a good thing because it will prioritize companies to hire American workers. But that is shortly after we learned that that's not the case. What actually happened was that Trump signed a proclamation that it's a one-time fee of $100,000 to keep this person for a year. And this $100,000 fee is only going to be for this year. September 21st, 2026, H-1B visas are going to go back to costing about a couple $1,000s. This is ridiculous. So this was actually really exciting for me because so far this administration, I've not been happy with Trump. Trump has basically sucked this entire administration. He's been Netanyahu's slave, basically. He hasn't done many good things. I can't even think of one off the top of my head, and I've been following politics for years. And I was like, finally, this is a good thing. Trump's doing something that's actually good for once. You know, I mean, he lied to us about the Epstein files. He bombed Iran. Potentially, we're going to go to war with Iran still because the nuclear deal ends in October. So don't be surprised when there's a terrorist attack later this year. And this was it. This was going to be something that was awesome. Finally, something that was awesome. Now, I'm not sure how anyone found out about this. I'm not sure how most people found out about this. And a lot of people aren't happy. I found out on Carol Levitt. She posted on Twitter, quote, "To be clear, this is not an annual fee. It is a one-time fee that applies only to the petition." So, and then she goes on, "This doesn't affect any current H-1B visas either." So these H1-B that are already in the country are not going to be affected by this. So, I mean, I don't even know why he passed this proclamation. This was a complete waste of time. It's only going to last a year. How many H1-B visas are really going to be purchased throughout the year? You know, how many are we actually going to see? And this isn't even really a punishment. Basically, all this is, and now Trump has given time to these companies to pull all their investments out of Trump. Because we all know how politics are run. Politics are run by money. And when these corporations start, hey, we're going to pull our money if you do this any further, well, we're going to soon find out that Trump's not going to actually go through with this. This should have been an annual thing. He should have just made it so it was an annual fee every year, instead of passing it for only a one-year thing, where companies, because all this is going to do is companies are just going to hire Americans for just a year, and then they're going to go back to doing what they were going to do before, where it's cheaper to just hire foreign people for a couple $1,000s. So I'm not happy with this. This is not exciting at all. And I don't know what to say. There was a press release saying that this is going to be an annual thing. The White House deleted it, obviously, because it was a lie. And yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this? I think this is terrible. This is an awful thing. H-1B visas shouldn't be a thing. And Trump finally did something that would have been the second best thing, besides just outright banning the H-1B visa. He does this next best thing, and then turns around and basically goes, April Fools, this was a lie. It's actually going to be a one-time fee, and you can keep this person for as long as you want, basically. And this $100,000 fee is only lasting a year. So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you liked the video, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys later. Peace.